Hi everyone. So this wasn't working. I wasn't streaming live yet. I think now I am. So good morning, happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great morning. I hope you're doing awesome. I hope you find yourself with a lot of energy this morning, and if not, it's about to change. So today I have planned a power yoga class. Um, it's a very vigorous class. So uh don't feel if this is the first time that you're practicing power yoga, do not feel scared or do not feel that you have to do everything and go all of the time into the rhythm it is. I'm gonna try to focus for you to see the alignments of each posture before we start adding some movements and adding more power to it. But try to keep it always to your pace. Remembering this is your practice, this is your time. So with that said, all that you're going to be needing today is your mat, a body length space, a blanket. If you don't have a yoga blanket like the ones I have there, then you can just use a towel or sweater or something that you have home that would slide. We'll be needing that. Um, and yeah, and your energy and your positivity and your good vibe for sure. So if you also, at the end of the class, or if you have a question at this moment right now, please go ahead and ask me. Like, I would love to see and hear from you and hear how you're feeling, how these classes have been going, and how does this class feels on your body after. I would love, love to know. So, yeah, with that said, let's get started. We're gonna start on a comfortable seated position. So I'm just gonna use a block to sit on my block to begin with. If you don't have a block, it's okay. It's just for me, like it feels comfortable on my back, lengthening the spine. So let's come to a seated position. Let your hands rest on your laps. Let your shoulders roll away from your ear and down towards the ground. And start closing your eyes, connecting with your breath. Observing how it enters your nose, goes down your throat. And just trying to do equal inhales as equal exhales, equal length of them. Whatever thoughts you may have in your head, whatever dreams you might had, whatever overnight, whatever thing that's might be, just making some noise inside your head, try to observe it, let it go by, let it pass by. It's just a thought, it's just an emotion, and you're just observing them without judgment or whatsoever. Feel the temperature in the room that you're at, if you're in a room or in the space that you're at. Feel the temperature on your skin. Relax the skin on your face. Let your tongue float inside your mouth. And each time start opening more your heart to this present moment, connecting with this present moment. Let us welcome another beautiful day on this earth. Waking up to the feeling of being alive, being grateful to be able to feel, to be able to breathe. And just for being the presence of the sun, the moon, and the earth. Inhale and exhale. Feel your energy. Feel your love. Feel your compassion. Feel your breath, how it supports you and how it has been supporting you since the day you were born until this day. May this day be a clean slate for your mind, for your being, for your thoughts, and for your actions. May this day bring you peace and bring you calm. Feel the renewed energy within this morning, within the space around you and within you. Noticing the noises, sounds that you may get to hear around you. Maybe it's the sound of the birds singing. Maybe you can listen to the neighbor's TV on, or someone in your house is like watching TV, or maybe you can listen to the sound of the waves, to the sound of the wind, the cars passing by. Just noticing the sounds around in the space that you're at this moment. And slowly start zooming in to the sounds inside your head, the sound of your heartbeat. Maybe you can listen to that. Perhaps you can listen to the sound of your breath, how it enters your nose and your throat, connecting to the sensation also of that breath entering through your nose and into your body, filling you up with oxygen and healing positive energy within each breath you take in. Now slowly start blinking your eyes all the way until you open them up. Very slowly, as if we just woke up. And good morning once again after this little meditation. So if you had a block or something underneath your sit bones, just remove it, place it somewhere aside. And we're gonna start rolling our shoulders back and forth. Just make little circles. And to the other side. Now, just bring your right arm in front of you with straight elbow and just bring it closer to your chest, keeping your elbow extended. Just feeling where there's any sort of resistance and try to send all of your oxygen to that part of your body that it's feeling tense right now. And to the other side. And now interlacing your fingers. Push away an imaginary wall away from you, rounding your spine. And as you inhale, bring your hands close to your chest and now press the sky, press the ceiling with your hands, lengthening through your spine, growing a little bit longer. And also feel it's a sensation that you have something that's like rooting you to the ground and something that's pulling you from the crown of your head up to the sky, and you're pushing with your hands sky. And now open up your arms, bring them to where your shoulders are at, and bring the right hand to the mat. And as you inhale, lift your left arm up to the sky. And maybe you can bring and extend it above your ear, but keep lifting and opening through your chest. Do not let your chest collapse down. It's better if you think to open up your arm and open up your chest and keep lifting. If it's possible to bring your forearm to the ground without your sit bones lifting away from the ground, then go ahead and do that. If not, it's better for you to stay with the palm of your hand on the ground. It's okay. In the morning, we do actually, it's not that we might. In the mornings, we have more strength and less flexibility. And then at nights, or afternoons, we tend to be a bit more flexible, but um, less strength. So as you come to the other side, bring the left palm of your hand to the ground, lift your right arm up to the sky, and you can start slowly bringing your forearm, if it's right now in your practice and your body's asking for that, to the ground. And just noticing the difference between one side and the other. There's always one side that we keep maybe more tense or we have more strength. That's totally normal. Just notice it without judging. And as you inhale, lift up and walk your hands towards tabletop position. Spread your fingers apart and just really, like, as if you want to grab your mat, notice the strength, notice the weight that you're putting right now into the tip of your fingers. So try to like press the mat with your pinky finger and then with the ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and your thumb. And just now try to equally distribute your weight also on the tip of your fingers. And do not leave all of your weight only on the back part of your palm. And from here, we're going to start doing circles, transferring our weight to the tip of our fingers, to the back of the wrist of the palm of your hand, and rolling, doing little circles from one side to the other, transferring the weight all the way to the front and then to the back. And to the other side. And we come back to center. And now from here, we're gonna, leaving our fingers all the time plugged into the mat, we're just gonna lift the palm of our hand, the back part of the palm of our hands. Okay, so we're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna now flip the palms so that the fingers point towards our knees. And just gonna go back and forth and see how much we can bring as close as possible our hips to our heels without the palms lifting away from the ground. Just giving it a nice stretch to our forearm, to our wrists, and just flip them over once again to the other side. And now we're gonna bring our hips close to our heels and then back to center. All the way lean forward. And then just bring hips to your heels and lean forward. And on the next inhale, we're gonna come to neutral spine. Just noticing how your belly button, your navel is engaged. Your spine, your upper back to the level of your shoulder blades is also neutral. And from here, you're gonna inhale, lift your gaze, sink in your belly button, bring your shoulder blades together and look up to the sky. And as you exhale, round your spine, look for your belly button and really bring your belly as close as you can to your spine. And inhale, cow pose. And as you exhale, cat pose. So in Spanish, we call this, when we look up, it's called a happy cat. And as you exhale and you round your spine, it's called, as if you're like an angry cat. In English, it's cat and cow pose. So here we'll be doing the cow pose. And as you exhale, cat pose. Just releasing any tension that you might have on your neck. Say yes, say no with your head. And now spread your hands mat width apart. Bend your elbows and bring the crown of your head to the mat. And start just doing little circles and giving yourself a nice massage to the crown of your head. Just very intuitive. There's no right or wrong movement here. Just let your body tells you where it's feeling tension. And it really feels really nice on the skull. So don't be afraid to put pressure on it. And now bring your thumbs, your big toes together and bring your hips towards your heels and slide your hands forward. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Just gonna take here a couple of breaths. So try to synchronize and uh, let your breath, your inhales be as long as your exhales. In the same length. Just keep breathing, observing, noticing how your chest and your rib cage expands as you inhale and how it contracts as you exhale. For 2 more breaths. Inhale, come back to a fourth. Spread your fingers apart from each other. Curl your toes under. Walk your right foot behind you and your left one comes next to it. And now lean forward. We're going to come into a plank pose. So right now your spine should be aligned. Your back should be aligned. Do not let your lower back collapse or do not let your hips rise too much. Just keep it here. And round your spine as you're doing now we're going to start rounding your spine as you're doing a rainbow with your spine, with your upper back. And we're going to do a shoulder blade push-up. So just inhale, as you inhale, round your spine, and as you exhale, bring it to neutral. And it's not your lower back, it's your upper back. So you're going to go for 5, 4, keeping your neck in line with your spine. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Exhale, push and lift your hips towards the sky. And as you inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky, keeping your hips squared. And as you exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, extend your knee. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Exhale, up to the sky. And as you exhale to your left elbow, inhale up. Exhale once again to your knee. Yeah, to your nose, I'm sorry. Inhale up. And as you exhale to your right elbow, inhale up. Exhale to your left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale in between. Step that right foot in between your hands. Drop the left knee towards the ground. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, lift your spine up. Anjayanasana. Just bring and let your hips lower and sink in a little bit deeper. Just giving a nice extension to your psoas and hip flexors. Lift your arms up to the sky and grow, separating your vertebrae. Just as if someone's pulling you from the crown of your head. Do not let your lower back collapse. And make sure that your right knee is stacked right above your right ankle. And keep breathing. And as you exhale, frame the right foot, curl your left toes, and step the right foot backwards, plank pose. And as we exhale, we're going to exhale into a chaturanga, either with your knees or very slowly. But we're going to go and take our time as we move all the way to chaturanga. So, all together. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog. Push with your feet the ground and lift your knees away from the ground. Activate your glutes. Rotate your shoulders away from your ears. And as you exhale, roll your spine. Curl your toes, bringing the heels to the ground, lifting your hips to the ground, to the sky. Say yes with your head, say no with your head. And as you inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, and as you exhale, bring the left knee to your nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift the leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, up. Exhale once again to the left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, up. And exhale, now step the left foot in between your hands. Drop the right knee to the ground. Inhale, come up. Anjayanasana. So sinking in your hips, giving it a nice stretch to your psoas, lengthening through your spine. Left knee stacked right above the left ankle. And breathe. Still building some heat here. And as you exhale, frame the left foot, uncurl the toes, and step the left foot behind you, come to a plank pose. And we're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go for a chaturanga, either with knees or without knees. And to the full expression of it, we're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders away your ears. And lift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky, and as you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Keep your left toes curled. Inhale, lift up. Warrior 1, plugging in the left foot into the ground, as if you want to plug into the ground, lifting your knee up to the sky. And as you exhale, frame your right foot, step it backwards, plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale up, and as you exhale, roll your feet, lift your hips to the ground, to the sky. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, and as you exhale, step the left leg in between your hands. Inhale, lift up. Warrior 1 with balance. And as you exhale, frame the left foot, step it backwards. Plank pose. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Nod yes with your head. Say no. Inhale. Lift your right leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, step the right leg in between your hands. It's kind of framing your right foot. Leave the left hand in front of your right foot. And as you inhale, lift your right arm up to the sky. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift up into twisted warrior. So both hands, your chest is it's gonna rotate, and try to rotate from the chest, keeping your shoulders in line. And it's like as if you had an imaginary wall behind you. Inhale, back up. Warrior 1. Keep breathing. This is where we feel the alignment of the postures. After this, we're going to repeat it with the movement of our breath. So keep breathing here into your warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Rotate your left foot and sink in a little bit deeper into your warrior 2. Notice that your shoulders are in line. Try for your right knee not to come or drop forward. Just keep always pushing outwards, externally rotating it. And now interlace your fingers behind your back and grow, lengthen through your spine, and then forward fold, bringing the crown of your head towards the ground. Inhale and exhale. My mat's slippery. If this is happening to you, that your mat's slippery, maybe you want to just close the space in between your feet. Just bring them closer together. Inhale, look up. And now bring your hands forward and walk them forward to the corner of your mat. And just sink in, keeping it like, think of a downward facing dog, but with warrior two legs. So just keep your lower body on the warrior two and your upper body on downward facing dog. And keep breathing. Really feeling the posture, really giving yourself time to sink into it and go into it deeper and deeper. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Now lift the heel of your right leg and we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and extend your right knee. Maybe you want to bring a little bit closer. It's a variation of triangle pose, Trikonasana. So it doesn't need to be as close as we normally do with our feet apart. So just from here, pretend that you're going to grab something that's really far away from you, lifting your hip up to the sky, your left hip, and as you exhale, lower to the ground, open up through your chest, keeping both shoulders in line if possible. Maybe you can bring it to your feet, to your foot. Maybe you can bring that right hand towards the ground and just place the palm completely to the ground. And actually, if you see this posture, it's called Trikonasana because we're making with the shape of 3 triangles with our body. So try to really imagine that right now you're making that 3 shapes with your body. And as you inhale, lift back up, reverse your triangle. Exhale back to center. Warrior two. And you're gonna bend your left knee and keep extended your right knee and sink into Skandasana. Turn towards the other end of the mat. Hands in front of your chest, in front of your heart space if possible. If not, you can just keep your hands on the ground and keep your hips lifted. That's okay. That's your Skandasana for today. Maybe you can just sink in and just go into the full expression of it. And as you exhale, rotate and frame your left foot. Exhale, extend your left knee and forward fold into pyramid pose. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, now lift your left hand up to the sky. And as you exhale, start rotating, flipping the toes of your right foot and step your left leg above your knee into variation of plank, side plank. And as you exhale, drop your left foot to the ground and your hips to the ground. And as you inhale, lift up into Wild Thing, Padmakasana. Open up your chest, extending the right knee. Keep your left knee bended and then pressing towards the ground. And as you exhale, come back to plank pose. And we're going to go into Chaturanga. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. You can take a little rest here. You can rest on child's pose position. Remember, this is your practice. Whatever feels good on your body, whatever feels good for you to do. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Lift the right hand in front of the left foot. And as you inhale, lift your left hand once again up to the sky. Keep extending the right knee. Don't let it bend. Just keep extended. And keep the left knee stacked right above your left ankle. And as you inhale, lift up a warrior with a twist. So keep rotating. From your chest, the movement comes all the way from your core. So keep really engaging your core. Keep your shoulders in line. And as you inhale, come back up, warrior one. With balance, try to plug in the left heel towards the ground, lifting the right knee towards the sky. And just sink in a little bit deeper, bending the left knee. And as you exhale, flip the toes of the right foot and sink into your warrior two. Shoulders are placed in line. And externally rotate your quads from your left leg. Keep breathing. 2, 3. Now interlace your fingers behind your back. Extend your elbows. Open up from your heart space. Look up to the sky. And with the next exhale, forward fold, bringing the crown of your head towards the ground. And just let your shoulders be loose and let go. Sinking in a little bit deeper into this posture, humble warrior. So really feel the humbleness in you too. And what does it makes you feel? What does this posture makes you feel? Is it making you desperate? Is it making you want to just get out of the posture? And whatever it is, wherever you're at, try to ease it up with your breath. So we're going to hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, come back up. Extend your left knee. Spread your arms apart, just keeping a line within your shoulders. And within the next exhale, you're going to extend yourself towards the left as you want to reach something that's really far away from you. And with the next exhale, lower. Keeping your body in line, making 3 triangles, the shape of 3 triangles with your entire body. Pretend that you have a wall behind you and that your right cheek is it's in touch with the wall, as well as your sacrum, as well as your shoulders, as well as your hips, your legs. Everything's touching the wall from one side of your body. Inhale, lift up, and as you exhale, just flip your triangle, reverse triangle. Start opening. We're not open all the way from the side of our body, activating obliques. And as you exhale, bend the left knee once again, warrior two. And now you're going to lift the left heel away from the ground. You're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring your arms towards the ground. Walk them to one corner of the mat. Now we're going to do warrior two legs and downward facing dog with the upper body. Just hold it here. For 3, for 2, for 1. Walk your hands back up and bend your right knee. Extend your left leg into Skandasana to the other side. Keep breathing. Open up from your heart space. Lengthen through your spine. Just feel the posture. And as you exhale, you're going to frame the right foot. Lift the right arm up to the sky to twisted runner's lunge. Just keep extending the left leg and rotate Bring into the side plank, placing the entire sole of your palm to the ground. Bring the right knee above the knee, the right foot above your knee. And now step the right foot behind you. Drop your hips to the ground. And as you inhale, lift your hips to the sky. Open up the right arm as if it wants to touch the ground. Skandasana. Inhale back up. And plank pose. And from plank pose, you're going to go for 1, all the way bending your elbows onto chaturanga. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it here. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. So you might rest here in the downward facing dog, or maybe you want to rest on child's pose. Find whichever variation you want to rest. Or if you're feeling more energetically today, then just bring your forearms to the ground and you can rest in dolphin's pose, bringing your feet closer to your arms. And if it's way too easy and you want even more vigorous practice, then maybe you want to go enter into your pincha. Just breathing in. Finding yourself wherever you want to be at. Just taking a couple more breaths here. I'm going to count them on my downward facing dog. So I'm start counting now, wherever you're at, for 5, for 2, for 3, for 1. Inhale, look up. And as you look up now, we're gonna start moving with our breath. So we're gonna do this was a mandala. We're gonna complete it from both sides, adding a little bit more movement and just going to like a faster pace of our breath. So as you inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, right foot. Step your right foot in between your hands. Inhale, lift your right arm up to the sky. Inhale, twisted warrior. Exhale, warrior 1 with balance. Inhale, and as you exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, and as you exhale, interlace your fingers and forward fold, crown of your head towards the ground. Inhale up. Extend your right knee. Come to your triangle pose as you inhale. And as you exhale, lift up, arms up, and we're going to go lowering for 1, 2, in triangle, 3, 4, use your obliques, 2, and 1, and inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, bend your right knee, and we're going to lift our ankle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Windmill your arms, walk them to one corner of your mat as you inhale. And as you exhale, walk your hands back. Inhale, lift up, bend the left knee, extend your right knee, Skandasana. Let's frame the right foot. Inhale, lift your left arm to the sky. And as you exhale, start twisting into your plank pose. Come to the fallen tree. That's the variation you're doing today. And within the next exhale, drop your left foot towards the ground. Drop your hips towards the ground. Inhale, lift up, Skandasana. Exhale, back to plank pose, 3-legged dog. If it's in your practice with a 3-legged dog, just come to a chaturanga in 3-legged chaturanga, or find whichever variation suits you best. Inhale, lift your arms and lift your chest up to the sky. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Keep breathing here. Inhale, now lift your left leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, inhale, twist. Lift the right arm in front of your left foot. Lift your left arm. Inhale up into twisted warrior. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior two, sinking deeper. And now bend, interlace your fingers behind your back and forward fold, bringing crown of the head towards the ground. Inhale up. Exhale, extend your left knee, and we're gonna go into triangle with the next exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, lengthen through your spine. Bring your arms over your head, and we're gonna go towards the left side for 5, 10, 9, 8, using your obliques. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reverse your triangle. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. Warrior two. Once again, we're going to lift your left heel away from the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Windchill your arms, walk them towards the corner of your mat, bringing your crown of your head towards the ground. Inhale back up. Exhale, Skandasana towards your right foot, keeping your hands in front of your heart space. And as you exhale, frame your right foot. Flip the toes of your left foot and bring the right foot above your left knee into fallen tree, and then drop your right foot towards the ground. Lift your hips away from the ground. Skandasana. Katmakasana. Exhale back. Three-legged dog. And as you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Lift your arms up to the sky. Warrior one. And we're gonna, with balance, and now we're gonna start bending the left knee for 10, like little pulses. 9, as if you want to touch the ground. 8, 7, 6. Right knee always keeps bending. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there close to the ground, but without touching the ground. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Flip, twist your feet. They're going to be facing forward. And now inhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Extend your elbows. And within the next exhale, bring the crown of your head towards the ground. Inhale back up. And now we're going to face the other side of the mat, entering your warrior one with balance. Keep extending your right knee, plugging it towards the ground, and keep your left knee bent. And now we're going to go for the 10 pulses with the right knee. So we're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it there for 5, 4, keep it low, 3, 2, 1, come back all the way to center. Now flip your toes. You're going to face the outer ends of your mat. Bend your knees, sit into the goddess pose, cactus arms. Inhale through your nose. Lion face, exhale through your tongue. And one more time. Inhale through your nose. And keep breathing. And now we're going to lift one heel and the other way away from the ground. We're going to go for 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Extend your knees. Bring your hands towards the mat. Walk your hands a little bit farther away from you. And now start sliding your feet apart from each other, all the way until you can no more, and where you feel that that's your limit, then you stay here and you hold it. If maybe perhaps you can come all the way into the straddle and just go for it. Just go all the way into the straddle. If not, just find your limit and stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring wherever you're at. Just start making it all the way, sliding your legs, your feet all the way back to center. Let's frame the right foot, step it backwards, plank pose. Just keeping your core really engaged. We're gonna come into forearm plank. And as you inhale, place the palms, come to back to high plank. Exhale, forearm plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, forearm plank. Inhale, high plank. Low plank. Just go back to high plank. And try for your hips not to move as much. Again, low plank. Exhale, come back up, high plank. And as you exhale, we're gonna stay on the low plank and we're gonna start twisting your body into one side. So we come into side plank with forearm. So you're just gonna hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to low plank. And now twist to the other side. So side plank with your left arm. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, lower both forearms. Inhale, high plank and downward facing dog. And you can rest on your downward facing dog, or you can rest on child's pose, or you can rest on your forearm balance into Pincha Mayurasana. However you're feeling today, just go ahead for any variation that you would like. Now inhale. If you're on your child's pose, come back. We're gonna find all of us in the downward facing dog. Inhale, look up, and now from here, you're gonna bend your knees, look farther away than where your hands are, and we're gonna step both of our feet outside of our hands. So bend your knees and come all the way to the front of the mat. So we're gonna play a little bit, and we're gonna go and think frog pose. Like not frog pose, Mandukasana, but we're gonna pretend that we're frogs right now, and just play around. So this is their frog, and we're gonna twist around into frog. And from here, extend your arms to the other end of your mat and come back to a frog. And then flip your frog around. And extend your hand to the other end of your mat and frog. And flip around. And once again to the other end. And flip your frog. And flip your frog once again. And flip it backwards. And extend your hands to the other end of your mat. And once again, frog. One more, frog. Hands to the other side of the mat. Step forward. And jump to the other side. Feel the heat on your legs. Bring your hands towards the other end of your mat. And frog. And now, lift your hips away from the ground. And we're going to enter into variation of chair pose. So, just keeping the lengthening through your spine. Keep lengthening your spine. Keep sitting on that imaginary chair. We're going to go hold it for 5, 4. Feel the heat on your legs. 3, 2, 1. Sink your hips down. We're going to enter into Malasana. So keep breathing. Feel your heartbeat. Feel you're alive. Feel your heart. Imagine how it's pumping so much blood into your body right now. It's energizing everything. You're waking up. This is better than coffee, I promise. Now interlace your fingers and extend your elbows. And bring the right shoulder. I'm going to face forward so you can see. And you're going to bring your right shoulder towards your right knee and open up your chest and look up to the sky. And to the other side. We're almost done, I promise. Keep extending. And come back to Malasana. Come all the way to seated. Extend your legs into a straddle as much as you can with your straddle. Place the right hand in front, left hand behind you, and just like push yourself a little bit forward to the front of the mat. And now you're going to start walking your hands. I'm just going to lean backwards so you can see. Just start walking your hands towards the front of the mat. This is where we use the blanket or blocks. And bring your forearms, if possible, towards something that's giving you some leverage if needed. What's important is for your back to be straight, to keep lengthening through your spine. So don't let your spine round, because then we lose what we want to do here. So if not, just keep your hands, but keep your back as straight as possible and keep your toes and your feet active, either pointing your toes or flexing your feet. And as you exhale, come back up. Now close your legs. And we're gonna go into our back. As you exhale, placing all your back towards the mat. Inhale, press your feet and lift your hips up to the sky. Bring your hands underneath your hips. And let your sacrum just really rest on your hands, hiding your shoulders underneath your back. Just keep breathing. It should feel really nice on your back, actually. And if you have a block, I invite you to put the block underneath your sacrum. If not, that's okay. You can just do it as I'm doing it right now. And exhale, lower your hips towards the ground. Hug your knees to your chest. Just give yourself a big hug for completing this class, for being here and doing this vigorous practice this morning that's awakening you, your body, that's connecting you through your prana, the life force. It's being super thankful with yourself for all that you are, because you're an amazing human being. And as you exhale, just bring your hands towards the arch of your feet, bringing your knees closer to the ground. Just happy baby, Ananda Balasana, rocking yourself from one side to the other, giving your lower back a little massage. Try to keep the sacrum rooted towards the ground. And extend one knee, and then extend the other one. And come back to center. And just bring your feet towards the ground, windshield. Wipe your knees towards one side and towards the other. And extend your legs. Let your feet drop towards the sides into Shavasana. If you feel the need to do any other pose before entering your Shavasana, please go ahead and do it. Remember, this is your practice, this is your time to disconnect and reconnect to all that you are. Inhale very deeply through your nose. Exhale through your mouth and let go of anything left, any tension. One more time. I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you want. because we don't have so much more time left on the session. I have to move from Shavasana, but I invite you to stay as long as you want and as long as you can. If you also have to do other things, then I invite you to bring your right hand towards your belly and your left hand towards your heart. Connecting one more time to your breath. And to start walking your feet closer to your hips, and bring your knees to your chest and hug them. And let yourself sink into your right side, giving your heart space to keep expanding, to keep opening. And with your hands, just help yourself all the way until you come to a seated position, a comfortable one, whichever that is for you, whatever comfortable seated position means for you this morning. Resting your hands on your laps, relaxing the skin of your face, just relaxing your tongue. Just noticing if something changed after the practice. Maybe you feel more energized, and I hope you really do. And just feel your happiness inside of you, all the way from the center of your being, from your heart, from your core. Just feel that happiness and feel it shining out from the deepest part of yourself. So may your intention of this day be anything else than just being a radiant sunshine, radiant light for other beings. Inhale and bring your hands to meet above your head, and as you exhale, bring them to your heart space and just sing in your head a big So inhale, and when you exhale, just sing in your head Inhale deeply and exhale. From my heart to yours, namaste. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. If you have any comments or anything you would like to ask me, please go ahead and do that. And I see you on Friday morning. Thanks for practicing with me today. I send you a lot of light and